My step-family told me not to come home after surgery. I woke up from anesthesia groggy and confused, only to see a text from my stepmom that said, "Don't come home after your surgery. We don't want to take care of you." I thought I was hallucinating. I blinked at the phone again. Nope. Same message. Cold. Blunt. Followed by a thumbs up emoji. A nurse walked in smiling. "Is someone picking you up?" I almost laughed. Apparently not. My surgery wasn't minor. I had been told I'd need help for at least a week. My dad knew, my stepmom knew, my step-siblings knew, yet 20 minutes before discharge, they group texted me. "We talked about it. We don't want responsibility. Figure something else out." Figure something else out? I just had holes stitched into me. I called my dad immediately. Straight to voicemail, then he texted, "I'm sorry, it's better if you stay somewhere else right now." Better for ho? A nurse overheard and said gently, "Do you have anyone else who can come?" I shook my head. She sighed, "Let's get you into the recovery lounge while we sort this out." Meanwhile, my phone kept buzzing. Stepmom, "We're not a hotel." Stepbrother, "Don't be dramatic, you'll survive." Stepsister, "You should have planned ahead." Planned ahead for what? Being rejected by my own family after anesthesia? I wanted to scream, but my lungs felt like they were stitched together. I finally called my aunt, my mom's sister, who lived an hour away. She picked up on the first ring. "Honey, are you okay?" I couldn't even get the words out. I just started crying. Ugly, shaky anesthesia tears. She said, "Send me the address. I'm coming." And she came. Fast. When she arrived, she stormed past the nurses and wrapped me in the kind of hug that makes your bones remember safety. "What happened?" she demanded. I showed her the texts. Her face went dark. "They told you what? While you were unconscious?" We drove to her house, me half dizzy, half burning with rage. And she made me a little nest on her couch, snacks, heating pads, everything. Meanwhile, my stepfamily sat comfortably at home, probably watching TV, pretending they weren't villains in a medical drama. Then came the twist. Apparently my aunt couldn't keep her mouth shut. She called my dad, and when she calls, she doesn't yell. She annihilates. She said, "You abandoned your child after surgery. Not your wife's child, your child." He must have realized how bad this looked because suddenly he texted me, "I'm coming to see you tomorrow." I ignored him. I slept. Next morning, I woke up to pounding on my aunt's door. Dad, panting, holding flowers like they could undo a crime. I stayed on the couch, blanket up to my chin. He walked in slowly. "Sweetheart, you didn't think you'd need that much help?" I stared at him. "After surgery?" He swallowed. "Your stepmom was worried it would disrupt the house." Unbelievable. Disrupt the house? I live there. He didn't answer. I said, "Why didn't you come pick me up?" He finally broke. "Because she told me not to." "So you listened to her instead of your recovering daughter?" He covered his face with his hands. "I made a mistake." "A mistake? Like forgetting milk at the store." Then my aunt came in holding a cup of tea and said, "Mark, she's staying with me, at least until she trusts you again." Stepmom texted me right then like she sensed she was losing control. "If you're staying with her, don't bother coming back at all." I showed Dad the message. He stared at it for a long time. Then his face hardened in a way I'd never seen. "What she said is unacceptable." He called her right in front of me and said, "Pack your things. You don't get to kick my daughter out of her home." My aunt's eyebrows shot up. I nearly dropped my tea. Stepmom screeched so loudly through the phone that even my aunt winced. Dad said, "No, I'm done. You made me abandon her when she needed me most." He hung up, just like that. Then he turned to me with tears in his eyes. "Please come home. Not for her. For me." I stared at him for a long time. Then I said, "I'll come home when you make it my home again." He nodded. "I will." Later that night, my stepsister tried texting me. "Why did you make Dad mad? You're tearing the family apart." I responded, "You tore it apart the minute you told a recovering patient she wasn't welcome." And I slept like a baby, stitched up, sore, but finally being treated like someone who deserved a place to heal.